What's going on, guys? And we're back on the CBR today. I'm actually heading to work, so that kind of sucks, but bills to pay. But yeah, I just wanted to do just a little vlog on the way to work. That was a nice bike. But yeah, I'm taking it a bit slow. The engine needs to warm up a little bit, so yeah, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about my plans for how long I'm going to be on a 125 for. So for those of you that didn't watch my last video, I've been riding for about 2 years, and well, I mean, the reason I didn't do my test is because basically my last bike was shit, so that's the reason. I hate this bit here. But it's clear, so we're good to go. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing my test very soon. In the UK, I mean, bike tests are a proper pain in the arse. And if you're from the UK, you know exactly what I mean. So because I'm 19, I can do my A2 test, which is basically a full restricted motorbike test. When you're 17, when you're 16, you can ride a moped that's 50cc. Yeah, when you're 16, you can drive a moped that's 50cc, and it's like restricted to like, it's something stupid, like it's not even 30 miles per hour. And then when you turn 17, which is when I got my bike, not this one, my previous one, when you're 17 you can do your A1 test, which is a full license for a 125, so you don't have to have L plates. I never got around to doing that license, which sucked, but when you turn 19, so they want you to basically have 2 years experience from when you're 17 being on a 125. 2 years later you can do your A2 test, which is a full restricted motorbike license. I don't know the power output off the top of my head, but you know, it sucks because I'm 19, so I'm going to be doing my A2 license, which means I can get an A2 compliant motorbike, which is restricted to a certain horsepower and stuff like that. And yeah, so traffic, this is not a good sign, and I can't really see, so I can't really go around them. But yeah, so what's that car doing in front? Oh, there we go, it's somebody cycling in the road. Typical. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to be doing my A2 test, so I have to get a A2 compliant motorbike, which is restricted to a certain power, but luckily Kawasaki specifically have just released a motorbike that's for A2 users. So they've got the Kawasaki have the Z800, which is a fast as hell motorbike, and they also released the Z800E, which is slightly tuned down on the top end, so that when it's restricted by half, it is compliant with an A2 license. And it's been like that for a while, and they recently just released the Z900 A2 compliant. So they tune down the power, non-restricted, bear that in mind, so that when it is restricted, it cuts the power in half, and it is also A2 compliant. So I think these large motorbike industries are kind of realising the weird laws that are in the UK. I mean, in America, I don't know if it's all of America, but pretty sure most of America, you just do like a day course or something, and you can literally hop on any bike you want. Which I completely understand the UK's view on that, like entirely. I completely understand that, because when I first got on my bike, my 125, it had been a few months since I'd done my CBT, which is the English, the UK bike test, sorry. And when I first got on my 125, driving out of the dealership, I was stalling all over the place because I was a little bit rusty, and I just wasn't that confident on the road. So if I was in somewhere like America, I mean, I'm not saying America's laws are wrong, because don't get me wrong, I'd love to be able to just get on whatever bike I wanted. But if I was in that position there, and I would have bought, say for example, a 600, I can see why that would be a lot more dangerous. But you know, I like this 125. It's nice, so I'm not complaining. I'm keeping this for a while. I'm going to get myself through the A2 test and part exchange it for something a little bit nicer, bigger engine, all that stuff. So I would love to get the Z900 A2 version. That would be insane, because it kind of future-proofs, if you see what I mean. Because if you buy it and you're on an A2 license, it has to be restricted. And one thing I forgot to mention, which also sucks, so you could do your A2 license at 19, so that's basically restricted. But when you're 24, you can do your full license, which is any motorbike. So, but you can do it in whatever order you want. So if you're 17, you could do your A2. If you skip your A2 because you didn't do it, you can when you're 17, you can do your A1. I'm getting all mixed up. So when you're 17, you can do your A1, but if you didn't do your A1 like me, you can just skip and do your A2. And also, if you're 24, providing you have done your CBT, which is the very basic that you need anyway, you can just go ahead and do your direct access, and that literally just gives you a full license. But you've got to be 24, which sucks. So I mean, I'm 20 in a few months, so I've got quite a while before I can get my full license yet. Whereas I don't know what age it is in America, probably like 16 or 17. You can just hop on whatever bike you want. I think some state laws are different, but there we go. Traffic is not the best. I can go round traffic and traffic filter, but I'm not in a rush, because then I'll be early to work. So I'm just going to kind of chill. And I kind of picked a bad time to buy a new motorbike, and buy all my like motovlogging equipment, because it's starting to get cold here in the UK now. I mean, it's always cold, but it's heading towards winter, and winter, for those of you guys that are on motorbikes, is not a fun thing to do on the motorbike. Luckily, it doesn't snow here. Well, it used to, but nah, I'm pretty sure I like call it warm and shit. But oh well. It doesn't snow here very often. Very rarely snows. But it does get icy. That's one thing. I've come off my bike once before, my old bike. And I wanted to talk about that actually. I wanted to talk about my old bike a little bit. I'll probably make like a dedicated video to my old bike. Some guy's actually coming to buy it tomorrow. So yeah, finally get rid of it. Let's go. I need to go into that lane. Sick. But yeah, this was just like a little vlog. Talking about random crap actually. That's basically what this channel is going to consist of. Talking about random shits. So, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm probably going to talk about my old bike a little bit more so you guys understand why I hate it. Cheers.